LeBron James is now a Philadelphia 76er. A lot of people think that this is him ring chasing and him, oh, he just got to make it about himself again. When really and truly, they don't realize that the Philadelphia 76ers are not this odds-on favorite of winning the title. You still got the Spurs, still got OKC, you still got the Knicks, you still got there's a lot of teams that are in the mix for contenders. They are one of them. But to say that this is a slam dunk NBA championship team, no, it isn't. And the reason why I say that is because outside of Jaylen Brown, outside of Edgecombe, outside of Tyrese Maxey, Embiid when he's healthy, LeBron, we just heard the news about KCP joining. You go ahead and go look at that roster. They got Hot Porty. They don't have a lot of great depth on their bench. This is not this like foregone conclusion that everybody wants to say it is. It isn't. And people forget that in 2018, before LeBron James chose to go to the Los Angeles Lakers, it was between two teams, the Lakers and the Philadelphia 76ers. They have always been a team he's been a fan of. And I'll explain why. But before we do that, let's go ahead and eliminate all the other teams as to why he didn't pick them. Going back to Miami, appealing, clunky fit. Going back to Cleveland, great story. Finish where you started. You went back there. You won a championship. You went somewhere else. Now you're coming back to close the chapter on a career where you started your career. Great story. Of course people want that. Of course people want the storybook ending in regards to that type of narrative. LeBron didn't want that because he didn't need it. It may still happen. But according to him, this is the last chapter of his career. So he didn't want Cleveland. Golden State was never an option. Don't let everybody fool you about what the hell's going on. They were never an option because clunky fit, older roster, there's some uncertainty in regards to the front office about how good Mike Dunleavy Jr. is, and we're seeing a lot of backlash right now about it. Shouts to Bryson Carver. He went on a tirade about it. So Golden State was never going to be an option. Let's not even talk about the Timberwolves. No. Why Philly? It's easy. Affinity for the city, one. And two, history. LeBron James is a basketball historian. He understands the game. He understands the importance, the legacy. He understands historical context. And because of that, he chose Philadelphia. You know why? Because they haven't won a championship since 1983. And when he was making his decision in 2018, the two choices that he had was, do I go to Philadelphia and help them get over the hump that they haven't gotten over in X amount of years? Or do I go to the Lakers, which is a bigger brand that have been knocked down on a pedestal? People don't look at the Lakers the same anymore. And on top of that, I like LA. I want to move my family there. It's a good place to raise your kids. I choose them first. The history, I want to bring them back. Family. But that other place has the things that I like too. So this is not something that just like came out of the blue. He's always loved Philadelphia. And everybody thinking that this is like a slam dunk. It's not. Philadelphia media is one of the harshest sports media places in the world. Fans don't bullshit in Philly. They're going to celebrate you, they're going to cheer you, or they're going to drag you through the coals. There's another reason as why he chose Philly, or why I think it will work in Philly. That's another conversation. But history. 43 years, the Philadelphia 76ers have not seen an NBA title. Being able to be the guy to help, and that's the narrative that I want to go ahead and talk about, help the Sixers win a championship is very important to LeBron James. Being able to be on a team where he doesn't have to be the number one option or the number two option. Or some nights he doesn't even have to be the number three option. There's some nights he might not even be the fourth option. He can be able to just settle in, do his thing, and help these young guys get over the hump as best he can as a player of what he has left in the tank. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't think it was a hard decision in that aspect. I think it's hard in regards to when you put all the other personal stuff in it. But choosing Philadelphia wasn't hard for LeBron James. I said it was going to be between Cleveland or the Sixers. Doesn't shock me that he went there. But here's where his experience in Philadelphia is going to be a lot different than his experience with the Lakers. You see, Allen Iverson, living, breathing legend in Philadelphia, still there, still very, very in tune with the city, is going to embrace LeBron James, is going to celebrate LeBron James, is going to make it very comfortable for LeBron James to step into the door and be welcomed with open arms. City of brotherly love. They're going to show LeBron James love in Philly. The excitement of Philadelphia 76ers fans of what they're showing as a Laker fan, I never saw in 8 years. I remember celebrating in 2018 like I won a championship when LeBron signed with the Lakers. I was excited. My favorite team with one of my favorite players of all time marrying. There's nothing better than that. And me seeing the Philadelphia 76ers fans celebrate, make videos. They're out in the street dancing. You got athletes, you got coaches, people who are real Sixers fans locking in and celebrating. That feels special to me. Because there's no undertone for me. I don't see it. I'm not saying that they're not going to be detractors in Philly for LeBron James. There's detractors everywhere. He's the most polarized athlete we've ever seen. But I believe it will be different. Why? Because you have a fan base that has been starving for an NBA championship for 43 years. You go ahead and compare that to the Lakers, who, as a Laker fan, I can tell you, our fan base is spoiled. We are a bit of elitist. We think that the Lakers are always going to win. We think that every star player wants to be in LA all the fucking time. So when you go ahead and have that type of attitude and that bravado about you and that confidence about how great the Lakers are, when you have somebody that comes in the door that you particularly don't like because Kobe Bryant, he's not Kobe Bryant, he's not Jordan, he's not this, and now you have this negative outlook on a player that's just trying to come and help your franchise just be good again, because in the 8 years before he got there, they were shit. That's the difference, is that he never felt like a Laker to a lot of Laker fans because they kept thinking about Kobe Bryant. They kept thinking about this and this and this and that. Oh, I don't like LeBron James because he's always putting his thumb on the narrative. He's always trying to control his narrative. What's wrong with that? Sometimes when you have a guy that can be able to wield the power and to wield the influence to be able to make things move, what's wrong with that? See, a lot of people love to root for the house, not the player in the house, not the person that's trying to get the money and have the big hand and win all the money at the casino. No, you want to bet for the house. You want to support the house. Because a lot of dudes out there are house ends. And they don't want to see nobody be able to control the narrative because they can't. And it bothers them that much. Not realizing that the guy that's right behind me over my shoulder, he controlled the narrative in LA. Nothing happened with the Lakers if Kobe Bryant didn't know. He got a lifetime contract because he deserved it. But did it hamstring the team to be able to be a title contender down the road? Of course it did. Were players excited about joining the Lakers with a Kobe Bryant that was getting older? No, because it wasn't about Kobe. It was about the unstable nature of the front office. So for all the great stories that they have about Kobe, and I have them because he's one of my favorite players. He's above LeBron for me. But come on now. If I'm somebody who can be a Kobe Bryant fan and be able to tell you how great LeBron is, why can't everybody else? Why can't you separate the two? Why can't you realize that Kobe Bryant was the one that wanted LeBron here? Why can't you realize that Jerry Buss was trying to get LeBron here before he passed? That he was trying to get a marquee star to be able to spark Showtime again. And the guy that he circled on that paper was LeBron James. It burns you guys to be able to figure that out. And he never felt accepted here. You think if Kobe Bryant or Magic Johnson were still with the Lakers, that LeBron James probably still would be a Laker? Because we wouldn't have Rob Pelinka. We wouldn't have the negative aspects of the criticism because you'd have guys that are legends in his corner, in the organization. Not allowing certain nuances or certain narratives to be pushed without necessarily protecting your player. See, in Philadelphia, I don't think it's going to be that way. Why? Again, because the Sixers organization doesn't have, although they're a historic franchise and they've done great things in their past, it's not the Lakers. You have a starving fan base that they would give anything to win a championship. So if it's getting Jaylen Brown, who was on the heated Celtics, they don't care. If it's getting LeBron James, what does it matter? They were very close in 2018 to getting LeBron James. Now they got him 8 years later. So it's a great fit. I don't see this being a negative thing. Now, in regards to how I feel that they're going to be able to play, they won 45 games last year. Adding a LeBron James and a Jaylen Brown, this is a 50-plus win team. No matter if they try to figure it out or not, because you have, although they don't have great names on their bench or the totality of the roster, they have depth. And when you have depth, you can be able to keep LeBron James's minutes down. You can be able to keep Embiid's minutes down. You can be able to make sure that Jaylen Brown gets the minutes that he needs. You can rely on Edgecombe and Maxey to be able to do all the heavy lifting in the regular season. Those are young dogs right there. Tyrese Maxey is on the verge of being able to become a true superstar in this league. He's been an NBA All-Third team. I can see him being able to step up to second team or first team, depending on what type of offense they're going to run there. Tyrese Maxey is going to benefit the most from having a LeBron James here. Embiid can be able to get the rest that he needs. This is going to be a very, very good fit. Is it going to take time to evolve? Of course it is. But when you have a great player like LeBron James that is a basketball savant and understands how he can be able to fit in any system, it was a no-brainer for him to go to Philadelphia. And for the people that have LeBron James derangement syndrome, that you think that he's ring chasing, go look at that roster again. Go look at the roster again and tell me if that's ring chasing. It's okay for everybody else to be able to do things. But when LeBron James decides that he wants to go ahead and finish his career in a city that is desperate to win a championship, and he feels that this is the best chance to help them win a title is to go there, you go ahead and you criticize him for that. Name another player that you guys do that to. You defend Kevin Durant to the T when he went to Golden State. You defend Giannis for going to Miami. There's so many other players that get passes. But for the 42-year-old guy who has a history of being able to help in droughts and championship droughts, no matter if it's 8 years, 10 years, or a lifetime for the Cleveland Cavaliers, or if it's 43 years, potentially, for the Philadelphia 76ers, you hate that he can be able to control his own narrative. Because again, you don't like the player that's getting the money from the house. You like the house because you're a house. I can be able to add something else on top of that. We can see it, man. People hate who they can't be. People hate because you have success for so long. And the problem with LeBron, too, is that as great as he's been, showing the fact that longevity is a genetic thing, but it's also a talent to be able to play for a very long time. It also gives haters the ammunition that they need, because the longer he plays and the longer he doesn't win when he plays, now you can be like, well, he's only won 4 titles. He played 25 years. He played 30 years. So you don't celebrate the fact that he can be able to keep playing at a high level and he has the longest prime in sports history. No. That's not what you celebrate. You celebrate the losses. You celebrate him not being able to win every year. When it's a team, and the older you get and your skills start to erode, you need to rely on other guys to be able to carry the weight. How'd that work out in LA when you got the younger Luka Doncic who's supposed to be better at this stage of his career? Last 2 postseasons, he wasn't available. And who had to carry the fucking team? That was the 42-year-old guy. That was the old guy. When Austin Reeves wasn't there, who had to carry the team? So again, go ahead and push the narratives, but cut the bullshit when you're telling me that he's ring chasing, because this is not a team that looks like they're championship ready, that they're the best team, they have the best odds, because they don't. This is going to be LeBron James' last destination. It's not going to be easy. Everything takes time and adjusting. And does he have time? No. He probably is playing for 2 years and that's it. Maybe this is one. Who knows if it's a one-off or not. But to just put it on ring chasing and, oh, well, Kobe forever, Jordan forever, like, get over yourself. You can't keep hate watching. Just don't watch. But y'all look like clowns every year that passes, and he continues to make y'all look like fucking fools. So for everybody that didn't want him in LA, cool, you got your wish. I hope you're happy with the George Mikan Lakers. I hope you're happy. I'm going to support my team regardless, but do I have smoke for Rob Pelinka? Absolutely. Because I believe that Rob Pelinka sabotaged this team for years because he didn't want to make necessary moves because he wanted to be able to create the narrative himself. He didn't want to go ahead and be looked at as like, oh, he was told by LeBron to do this. So now you go ahead and go move all these pieces, move heaven and earth, and try to build this team around Luka because you believe that this is more of a dual partnership. You can go down with the ship because when this doesn't work, and I promise you, even as a Laker fan, I can be able to say that, and I don't enjoy saying it. When this fails, you're going to be the first one out the fucking door. And who might still be around to watch? The old guy that never was truly accepted. But I can guarantee if he leads this team, this Philadelphia 76ers team, or helps lead this team to where they haven't been in a very long time, you won't hear the hate that he got in LA and Philadelphia. They will appreciate it. They will honor it. They will celebrate it just the way everybody was supposed to in LA. So shouts to LeBron for being able to, make that decision. Adam Silver told me, we hope that he makes a decision soon. Shut up. This is free agency. There is no timetable on free agency. If you got teams that want to go ahead and hold up their free agency because they're waiting on bated breath of where LeBron James is going, that's their fucking problem. He's not telling you to wait. He's not telling you, yeah, I might choose you, so you might have to hold on. Make your moves. If y'all think that he's not this impactful player, then how does he still be able to control free agency? How does he still have his finger on the league? Because it matters. It matters when you still got a guy that puts up 22, 23 points a game, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. Oh, it matters. So, right fit for LeBron. Not surprised. And I'm curious to see it, man. The East is going to be an interesting watch. The NBA season is going to be an interesting watch, period. But I think, all the eyes are going to be on Philadelphia. Fans are going to go crazy. He might have the number 1 jersey sale in all the league. I'm not sure, but I think he's definitely going to be top 3.
Every win, every loss, every second got a cost to be the boss. Late nights, pressure heavy, never fold. Championship mindset, heart made of purple and gold.